Here is the complete story, beautifully structured into a narrative essay paragraph format. It captures the emotional depth, high school drama, and inspiring message tailored perfectly for an American audience. The sanitation worker's daughter in the fiercely competitive ecosystem of a modern American high school. Survival often feels like it's reserved for the wealthy or the overwhelmingly popular. For 17-year-old Chloe, a brilliant senior at Oakridge High, survival meant something entirely different, remaining completely invisible. While her classmates arrived in sleek sports cars and designer clothes, Chloe walked to school, often passing the heavy, rumbling city garbage trucks. To the world, those trucks represented waste, but to Chloe, they represented home. Her father, Marcus, was a dedicated city sanitation worker. He was a man with calloused hands and a heart of gold, who woke up every morning at 4 a.m. to keep the city clean, solely to ensure his daughter could have the future he never had. Though Chloe loved her father deeply, the harsh realities of teenage cruelty made her terrified of anyone discovering his profession. She hid her life behind oversized hoodies and a quiet demeanor, sitting at the back of her classrooms, praying she wouldn't be noticed. The delicate wall Chloe had built around her secret began to crumble when Oakridge High announced its annual Young Entrepreneurs Scholarship competition. The stakes were incredibly high, a full-ride scholarship to any top-tier university in the country, plus a $10,000 cash prize. For Chloe, whose lifelong dream was to study environmental engineering at MIT, this competition was her golden ticket, a prize her father could never afford on his modest salary. Inspired by her father's daily grind and her own passion for science, Chloe secretly began working on a groundbreaking green energy project focused on automated waste management and recycling. Meanwhile, Brittany, the school's most popular and affluent girl, was also competing. And like Chloe, Brittany used her family's immense wealth to hire professional consultants to build a flashy, high-tech presentation, completely confident that her status would guarantee her victory. The tension reached a boiling point just the day before the grand finale. In his rush to ensure Chloe had a proper lunch, Marcus drove his large city sanitation truck directly to the school's main drop-off zone. Stepping out in his bright neon orange uniform, stained with the dust of his morning route, he walked into the crowded school courtyard to hand Chloe her lunchbox. In that devastating moment, Brittany and her group of friends noticed him. With a cruel, piercing laugh that echoed across the courtyard, Brittany pointed and shouted, "Oh my God, Chloe, is that filthy trash man your dad? Or did he just come to clean up your ugly outfit?" The courtyard erupted into malicious whispers and mocking laughter. Paralyzed by a toxic mix of shame, love, and humiliation, Chloe snatched the lunchbox from her father's hands, turned around, and bolted into the school bathroom in tears. Marcus stood frozen, the pain evident in his eyes, before quietly walking back to his truck, feeling like a burden to the daughter he cherished most. That night, a heavy silence filled their small apartment. Finding Chloe sitting in the dark, Marcus gently sat beside her, his voice heavy with emotion as he whispered, "I'm so sorry, baby. I never wanted my job to make you feel small." Looking at her father's tired eyes and the sacrifices etched into his face, a profound wave of guilt and clarity washed over Chloe. She realized that her father's honest, hard work was nothing to be ashamed of. It was a testament to his unconditional love. Transforming her grief into absolute determination, Chloe spent the rest of the night refining her presentation. The next morning, the school auditorium was packed with students, parents, and a panel of elite judges. Brittany delivered a flawless, high-budget presentation that earned thunderous applause. When Chloe's name was called, she walked onto the stage with a newfound confidence, her heart racing but her posture straight as Chloe began her presentation. She activated a prototype device she had built from salvaged materials and advanced AI-driven sorting system designed to revolutionize urban recycling. But before diving into the data, she took a deep breath and looked directly into the audience. "I didn't get the inspiration for this project from a fancy lab or an expensive consultant," Chloe said, her voice echoing clearly through the microphone. "I got it by watching a true hero wake up at the crack of dawn every single day to serve this community." My father is a sanitation worker. He cleans our streets, and I am incredibly proud to be his daughter." A pin drop silence enveloped the entire auditorium. At the back of the room, Marcus stood with tears streaming down his face. Chloe's innovative project and her raw, authentic speech captivated everyone in the room. When she finished, the judges stood up, sparking a massive standing ovation from the entire crowd. As the final results were announced, the head judge stated that America needed brilliant minds whose ideas were forged in real-world experience, officially declaring Chloe the grand prize winner. To make the victory sweeter, Brittany's project was disqualified after a quick investigation revealed she had plagiarized the work of an engineering firm. Holding her massive trophy and the certificate for a full-ride scholarship to MIT, Chloe ignored the cameras and the flashing lights. Instead, she walked straight down the center aisle, past her cheering peers, and threw her arms around her father. She proved to everyone that it doesn't matter where you come from or what your parents do for a living. What matters is the dignity with which you carry yourself and the courage to honor those who sacrifice everything for your dreams.